Unfortunately, we have the untimely passing of Anton Yelchin. Can you give us your thoughts on that? I know you worked with him for a miniseries.
Yeah, I worked with Anton on a miniseries for the Sci-Fi Channel when he was much younger called Taken. But he started out on my series ER, and I think that might have been the first thing he did, I think. But a very sweet young man, dedicated to acting, not shooting for the stars, just shooting for good roles that would test him, and a little bit like Mark Rylance, who likes to play different characters each time. And he passed much too soon. It was a tragic accident, and we mourn his loss. But I have to also add that I wish Melissa Matheson, who had written both E.T. and BFG, I wish she was here next to me. It's been a very sad year of people passing way too young.
Were you a fan of this book before you made the movie?
Yeah, I was a fan of this book probably before you were born. This book was in my library to read to my kids when they all came into the world. And I didn't start reading BFG to my kids until I think my son was about 5 or 6, because the kids love the gobblefunk. Gobblefunk is the way BFG talks. It's BFG speak. He calls it gobblefunk. And the kids love the language, and they also love the fact that it's a story about a developing friendship between two very unique and different characters.
Why tell this story now?
Well, I would have told the story 10 years ago if I could have, but the technology wasn't there to really bring the story to true life, to real life. Audiences expect such reality today from their films, but I don't believe that the motion capture state-of-the-art has ever been as high as Weta, the special effects company, brought it with the work they did on BFG. Mark Rylance's performance, they captured 95% of Mark's magic and his intimacy, his heart, his soul, his eyes. It's all up there, and they did an amazing job. The technology didn't exist 5 years ago to make the movie the way we made it today.
It really was spectacular. But it's also nice to have a touching movie like this out at a time like this. Do you agree?
Yeah, I do. I think it's a time where audiences want to feel something more than shame and criticism and division. And I think this is the opposite of divisiveness. This movie is really about how do you bring two very different groups together.